Welcome to your drive through. It is your Tuesday edition as we live it up right here on your favorite station. This is Niu FM, Rhythm and Brown, a beautiful woman. And as promised, live in the studio, two of the guys that were on tour in South Africa just over the last month. From the Manu Samoa, JP, Junior Polu, and Census Johnston. Boys, welcome to the show.
Hello.
It's been a while. I think the last time I had you guys in the studio was 2011 during the Rugby World Cup.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you guys were in a shoebox in Greyland.
Yeah. And welcome to the fancy new studios here in Manukau City, here in the pride of Polynesia. Hey, boys, we want to get to know about what happened on tour and the team dynamics, etc. But first of all, from you guys, let's find out about what villages you guys hail from back in the homeland, and also where did you guys grow up here in New Zealand?
Yep. My dad's from Lolohea, Samoa, and my mum's from Lona Whangaloa. I grew up in South Auckland, born and bred in Otahu, and I went to De La Salle College.
Oh, you just had to slip in the glass south. There you go.
Always.
Census.
Yeah, I grew up in Avondale. My dad's from Lalamangu, and my mum's from Whalevau. And yeah, West Auckland hard.
And what year did you guys make your debuts for Le Manu? Do you remember who you guys were up against?
Yep, I made my debut in 2007. We were on went on a tour of duty to South Africa in January, and that was pretty tough. So my first game was against the Lions, as it was one of their warm-up games for the Super Rugby season.
Well, I debuted back in 2005 and came straight out of Pontaby Rugby into my first test match against Australia. I think we were playing cricket that day.
Baptism of fire, eh?
Yeah.
What was the scoreline?
I think it was 76, 5 or 10. I'm not too sure, but I just remember thinking, man, what the hell am I doing out here?
Have we closed the gap between for the Manu? Have they closed the gap against these top tier nations?
Yeah, I think so. You know, the last couple of years, you know, we've won against teams like Australia and recently Scotland and Italy, and I think with a lot of the boys putting up their hands for guys like Alipate, Leua playing for the Hurricanes, and Tosi Pisi, you know, they've brought a lot of experience and good mentality to the team, and I guess that's why we've progressed really well the last couple of seasons, having those experienced players playing in those competitions. Does the Samoan jersey finally have the lure? Like, a lot of guys want to play here in New Zealand for the chance to play for the All Blacks. Has Samoa gotten to that stage now where the Samoan jersey is a big lure for them to go, man, that's where I want to be playing. I want to play the World Cup. I want to represent my homeland. Are we getting to that stage?
Yeah, I'd like to think that we have. Alipaki, he's a great example of that. He had a genuine desire to play for the Manu, and you know, in the media with him turning down the ABs and wanting to play for his home country was a good example of that. So hopefully, you know, the other youngsters coming through, you know, would see that and want to play for the Manu Samoa.
We can chuck the name Kanfotu Ali'i into that fire as well. And so, how does it feel when you play for Samoa and you're playing against like Australia or even the All Blacks, and you're coming up against your Samoan brothers and the opposing team wearing a different jersey? Are the hits harder, stronger?
I guess it's the same for anybody. You know, whoever are playing, we just give 120%. You know, nothing less. And like you saw last year against Australia, we were playing like Digby Oani, guys like Digby, and that sort of caliber of players, and we were able to smash pretty much everyone on that field that day. So I guess it's pretty much the same mentality all around.
Are they playing against Digby? Was there ever a time where he's like, "Oos, don't hit me too hard"? Him and his Aussie accent.
Oh, I wasn't involved in that game.
Where were you?
Good question.
In Kenya.
Let's talk about the recent tour in South Africa. The first ever victory against Scotland, that must have been... I mean, I was watching the game. You can't help but get the hairs on your... I mean, if you have hairy arms, you know, they're standing on end. And especially watching the national anthems and, of course, you guys performing the manu, that must really rock you guys up before a game.
Yeah, it always does. You know, listening to the anthem being sung out before every game, and also thinking about your parents being so away from home. Not only your parents, but you know, your wife and kids. And a lot of us are married now, so you know, a lot of the thought goes towards them and our country.
Did you know the lyrics to the Samoan anthem and the lyrics to the Manu Samoa before you guys were selected for the team?
No, I didn't really know it. I had to learn it that week before my first game. But yeah.
When you first make the team, is there like a bonding session and a situation where you got to do a task in order to be bonded with the boys? Like climb a coconut tree or something like that?
No, we have a tradition at the end of every test match on the bus where we get the guys that have just had their first test to walk up and down while we sing Siva Samoa with
Topless,
no shirt,
yeah.
Topless, and everyone's just laying into them with a bit of a ball as they walk dance up and down the bus.
Is any of this, you know, captured, the footage captured, or is this just a private thing between the players?
Yeah, we have our own private collection, but only for our own eyes only. So it's something for, you know, the other players. If you want to see it, then you got to make the team, and you'll be able to experience that part of the culture.
One of the reasons why I was really, really excited about having you guys here, because I love hearing the stories of the tours, and I want to share a story. I won't mention any of the players' names, you know, because it's, yeah, I won't. But apparently, one of the players, they were touring South Africa, and it was one of the first flash hotels that the Manu have ever booked for the team. And one of the players got up to have breakfast, and as he was walking past, because the hotel was known to have this beautiful outside pool, and as he was walking towards where they were serving breakfast, all he hears is, "Sale, sale!" And he looked across, and one of the players, who's based in Samoa, he was inside the pool, this flash-ass pool, with soap. he thought it was like one of those rock pools back at home.
I think that was my mate next to me.
So,
Don't say his name though.
So do you guys have any stories from the tour that you can share with us? And it's up to you if you want to mention names.
No.
Just mention his name.
Yeah. No, there's a story that happened a few years ago. But yeah, I'll mention his name proudly as it was about Selala Mapusua, aka Mr. Miyagi. It happened, I think it was 2008. We had a PNC over here in Auckland. And I see we played the Māoris, New Zealand Māoris, on the Saturday in Hamilton. And then we got to go home to our families the next day on Sunday and then regroup at the hotel in Auckland on the Sunday. So everyone, you know, after the game went home to their families, had kongai, and then rocked up back at the hotel. And Selala came a bit later. We had to regroup, so he missed out on, you know, when everyone was getting their room keys. So he walked up to the manager's room, knocked on the door. The manager opened the door, and Selala goes, "Oh, hey," because his name was Ryan. The manager goes, "Oh, Ryan, yeah, sorry I came late, but I haven't got a room key." And then Ryan looked at him funny and goes, "Oh, yeah, no, you don't have a room key because you're not in the team." So Lala just got dropped off from his missus, and he had to quickly call her back and go, "Oh, honey, can you do a U-turn? Come back, pick me up."
And where is Lala? He's in Japan, eh?
He's in Japan. He's listening at the moment.
He's in Japan, I think. Yeah, filming Russia 5.
Know what's happening? In your hood. Click on NiuFM.com.